Hi everyone, I'm coming on to show the box that I have made for second place in my 500 subbies challenge. That is the Pass on the Love challenge. So the box is more shabby chic than the other one. I've used a lot of pink and white, and originally it was, see where that napkin went to. It was this napkin here that I used, and it's got the Eiffel Tower here, it's got some roses, it's got some wording, it had a wee panel with wording here, so it's quite pretty. And what I've done, if you'll notice, is I have toned it down a wee bit. I've used just some gesso, washed down, and gave it like a whitewash, just to take the pinkness off it. It just makes it softer looking. So I have done what I always do. Oops, let me get out. Wait a minute there, there's something bothering me. That's better. Done what I always do. On the base I have got my felt and I have got pearl feet, so they're all the same. Now the box is fully decorated, it's been decoupaged all the way around. Okay, there's not anything bare. The lid isn't tight, it's just because I was holding the lace below it. Inside the lid I have painted with a white pearl paint, because it was just, when I had painted it with the white acrylic, it just didn't look right. I've added this pink lace, then over the top of it I've added this white lace with the pink ribbon above it, and it just finishes it nicely. Otherwise I would have had to add a thinner trim or pearls just to disguise where the seams are, but that just worked perfectly and it gave it a soft look. On the top I have used, I'll just show you because I've added it to your prize. I've added this applique, but obviously as you'll see I've chopped it up a fair bit. This was actually one big applique, so it's like half of it. The only bit that's missing from your one is this part here and this part here. I think you've got the leaves that are there, you've got the big applique, you've got the two flowers that are here, and you've got two leaves there and two leaves there, which are underneath, and there's one down here. So I did kind of chop it up and layered it differently. These ones here I painted with is it blush, the colour of the paint is? Pearl Blush by Artiste. And it just gave it that nice soft pink look. And I've added some Dovecraft crystal glitter glue to the centre of them. Just that one there that I got from Amanda, and I have used Stickles for years, and I'll be honest, this is just as good. This, I originally painted it I originally done the centre with a pink marker and it was too dark, it just looked wrong. So I washed it down a bit, it still wasn't right. So I just painted over it with the same colour as the weird ones. But you'll notice the centre has a darker tone to it. But I think it works now, because the centre of a flower is a bit darker. But that was all I've done. I've added tiny wee bit of stickles again, or the glitter glue, just to the centre to give it a wee bit of sparkle. On the front I have added a Monte bling. I thought there was a crystal missing there, but there's not. It's just the way it's positioned. It's not massive, but I think it's enough. I was looking at other bits and they just didn't look right, so I think this is just the right size for the box. Right, so I'll empty this all out here and I'll repack as I'm finishing. Inside the box I may give it another coat because I'm just not happy up at the top here. There is still a wee bit coming through, but it's had about 2 or 3 coats and it just keeps going back. I have added the same pink trim as before, and then I've added this white trim above it, and then I've finished it off with the pink padded hearts, and it just looks super cute. As I said, when the lid's on you don't see the hearts, but I think it needed decorating for when the lid was off. And I do think that it works. You can still see the pink just kicking out at the bottom of the trim, and it also, when it's down you can see the pink through it, just ever so slightly. But if I was to tuck that up, it takes it away altogether. So I do like the 2 layers. So, goodies. I've got, let's see, a good length of this lace, which is a wide lace. I think it's just pretty. So there's a good amount on that. As I said, I haven't measured yardage or meters, or I've just chopped what I think is enough for some projects. I've added in some of this white and pink gathered trim. This is beautiful for flowers because you've already got your 2 layers, just a running stitch. And you get a lovely gather. So I've added in a good bit of that. I have added in the last of my white tulle, white lace with the pink ribbons around it that's on the lid. So you have the same. I have added in a good bit of the pink gathered lace that's on the box. I've added in some pink embroidered tulle, and there's a good stretch of that. I mean, that's it, doubled over, and what have we got there? You get about 60 centimetres of it. So it is a good amount, and it's scalloped. I've added in some of the white lace that I used on the box. Again, not massive amounts. I felt I didn't want to add in just 2 or 3 trims with a metre of them. I would rather give you 10, 12, 14 trims with a little bit of each. I've got this double lace, and you can fold it over and do your ribbon roses or your ribbon flowers like that, or even do it off centre slightly and you get a double layer. So that's pretty as well on, and that's a flat lace. I have gave you a good length of that. That's what, let's see, there's over a metre of that. And that's just a pink single lace. I've added in this, which is a beautiful braid, and it's on a white lace. It is so pretty, and there's a fair bit of it. So I've added in some seam binding ribbon. Okay, so that's a pattern there, and there's a good bit of that there. I've added in some of the pink padded hearts. I have added in some candy stripe pink and white ribbon, grosgrain. I've added in some of this white braiding with pearl trim in it, and I have added a tiny wee bit of hot glue at the end just to stop it fraying, and the same at that end, and it's just the tiniest amount. As I said, there's nothing worse than getting it to you and it's all frayed all the way up, so I just tend to do that and it stops it fraying. I've added in a length of 2mm pearl and 4mm pearl in pink, and I've also added in a length of Monte trim. I've got some appliques. I have got one of the, what reminds me of Art Deco trim. I have got half a dozen, oops, what's that, wee bit of redness, half a dozen of the flower centre ones. I've got 2 of these flower centre ones. I've got 2 of the bows. I've got 2 different shaped bows. I have added in 2 butterflies. I've added in 2 of these floral appliques. And remember, these can all be coloured. I've shown that quite a few times. And I've added in 2 felt appliques, florals. I've added in a bunch of soft pink ribbon roses. can do it that way. I've added in a bunch of pink lilies, and these are foam. I've added in a bunch of pink and white toned mulberry flowers, and they're quite firm. I've added in a bunch of these, and these are like a lilac-y pink. And then I've added in 2 of the filigree butterflies. I've added in 1 square acrylic bling. I've added in 2 circle acrylic bling, and they are super sparkly, as you can see. I've added in 1 white enamel flower, and it's got like petals in the centre, which are really pretty. I have added in one of the blings that's on the front of your box, whoever wins it. There's 2 more of these tiny bow appliques, and then you've got the big applique that's on the lid of your box. So that is going to second place. And it all fits inside the box. I will obviously tidy it up and make it look a bit more presentable before you get it though. But I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you think that the goodies are okay. They're not the same as the larger box. Obviously the larger box has got some resin in it, and some fabric, but I've just kept this to trims and some flowers and bling. I mean, I don't know how many trims I put in there. Just tell you just now. Oops. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll just tidy this one up. Oh, that's 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 trims. You've got 1, 7, 9, 11, 11, round on to something. Let's see. 13, 15, 17, 19, 20 appliques. You've got 4, oh sorry, 22 appliques. There's 2 pink ones there too. 4 bunches of flowers. Your 2 metal pieces. Your 2 flowery bling centres. And then your 3 acrylic pieces. So I think it is quite a nice prize. I'd be quite happy to get it. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and good luck in the challenge. Bye for now.